And then we set up an autoresponder sequence. Now, we've got a couple printed out. Like just recently we've started offering this for some clients. Adrian actually has been working on this one. We just did one for Gary Barnett, which is the printing guy. So we did a series of emails for him. Here's the series that we go through. We've got a whole bunch of emails already pre-written when someone signs up. Now, when they sign up, we're not making time-sensitive offers or anything like that. It's all about the bonding process. You don't want it to feel too canned, and that's why the email sequence, it doesn't matter so much if you're in less competitive marketplaces and spaces where people aren't necessarily familiar with autoresponders, but we like to use autoresponder sequences as more of the bonding, getting to know us. It's the same for everybody, this sequence that they'll go through, and then we broadcast over the top of this. So we've got these automatic emails that get sent out, and whenever there's anything time sensitive or new, Dave's about to run a workshop up in Toowoomba, or hey, we're having some trouble with YouTube, that'll all get broadcast out. So that means using the Aweber system, we can hop in there and send an email out that's a bit more time sensitive. So the way that we do it, the first one, now the days that I've got there, we have started to tweak it a little bit. We're actually looking at making the sequence a little bit longer and the space between when the emails are sent out. And the reason we're doing that is because we're broadcasting over the top of it. We don't want someone to feel like they're getting too many emails and they're getting overwhelmed. So that's why we space out the bonding sequence, and then we can broadcast a little bit more heavily over the top. So we start off with the free report, then we move into who we are. Send them to your About Us page. They can watch the video to find out about your story. Then talk about the services that you offer. So remember as well, when someone first signs up, that's when they're most hot. That's when they're ready to buy. That's usually why you'll find we email more frequently early on in the sequence, and over time we span it out because they're hottest ready to buy early on when they first sign up. Just kind of like when people say when someone makes a purchase, that's the best time to get someone else to make another purchase. While their wallet's out, they've just bought, get them to buy something else, because that's they've just displayed the fact that they're ready to buy, they're ready to go. Same sort of thing. If I'm opting in, I'm ready to go, I want to find out more about SEO, I want to know what it's about. Then talk about the services that we offer, and then I send this email, and this one works really, really well for us. After I've sent a few messages, and you might send it at either in position 4 or 5, but you send them an email that breaks the mould of all of the other messages you've sent. So you've already sent messages that might be a little bit like, hey, first name, comma, and the first name obviously gets substituted out with the person's name, and then you'll go through writing what the email is about, and then you have your signature, your SEO expert, Dave Jennings, and then you've got like a little footer. So that's my normal process, and I always have that same sort of style. But then I have this one message in about day 4 that's super cash. It's just like, hey, first name. So, hey, Dave, comma, just wanted to check in to see how you're going. Noticed you signed up last week and wanted to see if you have any questions. Cheers, Dave. I don't put any signature. I don't do anything fancy. It's all, it looks like it's come from me. And that's the whole point is, people react to that. They're used to getting those very structured emails, and then I send them this one. We get people responding all the time that think I've personally emailed them to see how they're going. And then once that happens, they start to engage with us through our e-support centre, and then we can just sort of start communicating and opening that communication line. That's really what it's all about. When it comes to emails and everything like that, the more someone starts to engage with you, the closer they are to making the buying decision. I know when we worked at Planet 13, we used to not think about, because I used to, when we first opened up the store, I worked in the store, we used to not think about getting the sale. Like, it wasn't about, let's go ahead and sell these trip pants or this Metallica t-shirt or something like that. It was all about what happens, what's the next step in the sales sequence, which for us is more, let's get them into the change room. Because we know if they get into the change room, there's a greater chance that they're going to end up making a purchase. Now, you don't get silly about this. If someone goes, yeah, I just want to buy this t-shirt, let's go, here's my credit card, I'm ready to go. You don't go, oh, jump in the change room and let's try it on first. If they're ready to make the purchase, let them make the purchase. But thinking about what the logical next sequence is, and when it comes to making a purchase, the more that they can engage with you, the better. So you may or may not have noticed, like I'm embedding a whole bunch of different things in this workshop because a lot of people are going to be watching this workshop later. And one of the things that I'm doing, I'll get them to, I'll say, that video, if you want to get that Google Places video, go ahead and email us and then I'll send you the details. So the people who are watching this, they're engaging with this because, I know that's the first step, getting them to communicate with me. And then we can sort of move on from there. Then we send them to testimonials. We also have a look at sending them some good value content. You don't want to be pitch. You've got to make sure that you add the value of the content. Otherwise, people are just going to unsubscribe. So send them a little bit of good content. And then after you've done that, after you've sent them some good content, then you're allowed to make them an offer. It's important that you train them into knowing if they unsubscribe, they're going to miss out on good content. Sure, occasionally you're going to make offers, that's fine, but they know they're also going to get good content as well.